I gotta hand it to dude. K here is a brave motherfucker. I don't think I would be sitting there waiting for someone to chop my head off with that much boldness. Whoa, for real?
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, my tasty morsels. It's Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm about to get into The Witcher Season 2, Episode 3, which is entitled, What is Lost? I'm not going to read the synopsis this time. I'm doing my best not to even look at it. Previous episode, Geralt got Ciri to Kaer Morhen. We met Vesemir and a bunch of other Witchers. Everything was going great until Esgil was infected with the remnants of a Leshy that he tried to kill. Ended up basically going full Leshy himself. Attacked everybody. Geralt had to kill him. Ciri actually seems to have learned her lesson about listening to Geralt. Meanwhile, Yennefer hanging out with Fringilla. They've both been captured by a bunch of elves who are being led by an elf mage, despite the fact that they had both been taught by Tissaia that elf mages were all destroyed, but there are still some left. They very foolishly went and reawakened Baba Yaga, who I'm pretty sure was tied into a story that Vesemir was telling Ciri about some monster that the very first Witcher supposedly killed. But they basically went ahead and reawakened Baba Yaga. Fringilla and Francesca, the new leader of the elves, have formed an alliance, and these elves are going to help Nilfgaard, that was weird, on their whatever their goals are. I still think it has something to do with either undoing the effects of the previous conjunction of spheres, thereby sending everyone back to their respective spheres, or causing a new conjunction of the spheres for some purpose. I have no idea what. But Baba Yaga tortured, basically, Yennefer, and it seems to have come out that she no longer has the ability to use magic. She's been effectively stilled. Nice little Wheel of Time reference there. So, who knows what's about to happen next? Oh yeah, and Ciri has begun her training under Geralt, which is great. Can't wait to see more of that. Let's get right into it. How'd you guys like that relatively fast recap? I know I usually don't do those. I'm usually very long-winded. Time skip! Yeah, kill that straw man, Ciri. Kill him! Being able to toss the sword and catch it again isn't nearly as important as making sure that you can actually cut things with it and block things with it.
You need rest.
That's right.
Anything
Recovery
else?
time is a vital part of training.
Sir Laszlo, he protected me in Sintra, and he said less than perfect means death.
Let's go. Sorrel's waiting for us.
No. I'm finished, mate.
We'll be finished when we're counting worms in the ground.
Some serious dissociation going on right now.
3 fucking hours.
Come on.
Seriously, this is major dissociation.
Fine. 1 more hour.
It's having a full-blown waking hallucination. Geralt, you need the old bean checked, buddy. And now you're just showing off Tissaia. Oh, it's the monument.
No.
I was wondering when we were going to see that. See, I knew about the monument on Sodden Hill and the tombstones. But,
So
they hadn't shown us the actual battle and stuff.
Did you absorb any insight into their followers?
I absorb nothing.
If we want to keep our people safe, we'll be wise to recognize the enemies in our midst.
The elves are not our enemies.
They've already aligned with Nilfgaard, proving what many of us have known for centuries. They cannot be trusted.
Dude, if you oppress people for centuries, what do you think's going to happen?
It'll grow beyond even our capabilities.
Stregobor, you never give good advice. Have you noticed that?
We'll be burying
Like, not ever.
more than 14 mages then.
Yennefer! Piglets, come back! It's okay to cry. It's alright. Do it. Let the tears flow free. So I had thought that this was Ciri's symbol in the combined logo.
I waited a month.
But no, it's the big explosion of chaos, I guess.
Let Vilgefortz carry the mantle of victory for now.
You want me to lay low?
I need you to.
Because you and Vilgefortz are making a play for their seats.
We know it's dangerous, but this is not the time to be weak. It's the time to be strong.
Politics. I mean, well, if anyone should understand it, it's Yennefer. She knows the game.
Just like you were at Sodden.
The empty hug that you can't return. I mean, I'm not saying the hug from Tissaia is empty. What I mean is, like, the emptiness reflected back. Like, when the person just... all they can do is just sort of let you hug them. But they really can't return the hug.
They're coming to Zimtria from everywhere. A place of refuge. Where elves can be safe.
Oh, is this new Nilfgaardian armor because people complained about the previous Nilfgaardian armor?
Completely.
I have to admit, this does look much better.
You should know our immigration to Zimtria has inflamed intentions.
Getting tired.
What's with the twirlies? Don't show your back to an opponent.
Wasting your time battling sacks of straw coming.
I mean, there are some techniques where you would. You get more power behind a swing, but...
I don't think so. Some things are far too scary for little girls.
I'm not little and I'm not afraid.
Come on then.
What are you guys doing? She's Geralt's pupil.
Afraid to break a nail, princess.
Or is it the little platforms? Obstacle course. I used to have a lot of fun running marine obstacle courses when I was younger and actually was fit enough to do it. They didn't have crazy shit like this in them.
Are you sure about this? I'm just having a little fun.
No, you're being kind of an asshole. That's what you're doing. A little fun isn't stuff that can legit kill somebody. I honestly expected that to cause greater injury.
Still want to be a witcher?
She's got her mother and grandmother stubbornness, though.
Now you can rest.
They literally just bring them and put them on a rock somewhere. It's odd.
I feel like the continents have opened underneath our feet and I didn't see it coming.
I mean, that's what happens. Everything changes constantly.
Maybe another conjunction will come along and change it all again. If it were your child, you'll be going crazy to figure it out. What you missed.
Wait, was Eskel his actual child, or is it just because
What you could have done differently.
he's one of the boys under his charge?
I know. It's a burden I now share.
Oh, have you brought us a sacrifice? You still honor the old ways? We shall eat your brother and honor his sacrifice. She defined so much of herself by the power she had. It was like being neutered.
We heard you were back.
Yay, they all lived.
Fast, like wildfire. You heard about that too. You survived. So did you.
Don't pretend you're not happy to see her.
How divine.
Indeed, darling. Indeed.
Hug. Come on. Stop pretending. This mean girl shit isn't going anywhere. There you go. I'm glad Sabrina survived. It would have been so sucky for her to die after
It's freezing.
being forced to hurt her
Surely the
own.
savior of Sodom would know how to heat a pool.
Oh no.
The 9 of Veshmen.
Look different.
They made her hair more red. So as I understand it, her hair is only really red in the video game, right? Because I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the description of Triss's hair being red in the book. Like, thought it was more like a dark, well, you know, like an auburn, like a dark brown red kind of thing. But I could be misremembering. I've misremembered so fucking much from those books so far.
Come on, Triss. Join us.
She doesn't want to
Not
show the
today.
scar, I think.
Not yet.
I'm guessing they couldn't heal the scar. Either that or she's just afraid of heat, period.
You remember
now.
Falca?
Fuck her. What?
It wasn't enough, though. She preyed on foolish followers, incited a rebellion. Together, they burned cities to the ground and sent rivers of innocent blood down the streets of Redania and Temeria.
Something up with Istrit.
To reclaim power.
That's not true.
I was there when Falca destroyed Mirth. And all the mages in it.
Were you really
The
there?
violence etched here.
Or are you just being full of shit?
Forever.
Wait, for real? You got no hands? You just have magic hands?
We'll find a cure for your scars. I'll talk to Tisea.
No. What's lost is lost.
Why? Magic can fix, like, literally everything
I'm
with
not
you people.
on Tisea's plan. I'm not dead. I have to find a new way forward.
I mean, it wasn't like a magic fire that leaves weird permanent scars, right?
No, you got, girl.
Again! What are you supposed to do here? Supposed to jump over it or what? Sweetie, I think you're trying to run before
Nice
you walk.
try, princess. Admit it. You belong in a castle, not our keep.
That makes 4,000 elves coming in and more on the way. How exactly do you plan to feed them, let alone train them? How can you be sure that they won't impede our mission?
The white flame always finds a way.
Oh, just as he found a way.
Okay, seriously, this armor looks much, much better.
Francesca, thank you for joining me. Of course.
Wow, her ego really is prego.
I want a home for my people. But more importantly, I want a place for our future to begin.
Sintra. I mean, it was a major city for you once, right?
Can you promise me that?
I wish things were different. But politics.
Requires a certain type of person. Calculating. I understand.
Yes. Of course you do.
I keep feeling like I can't trust Vilgefortz.
My condolences.
It isn't the end I'd hoped for, no.
I hate to break it to you, but you won't meet an end here.
Well, Yennefer, Vanderberg, it seems mages are merciful.
No, we're practical. Death must serve a purpose.
I startled you. So sorry.
You better hope she's not still linked with Baba Yaga, my friend. This Baba's far more powerful than you.
Stop!
Yup. Oh, it's Tisea that did it. Yeah, don't mess with my daughter.
You will answer to this.
Don't you talk to me or my child ever again.
Tending your horses.
She was.
Training's going well then.
I'm sorry for Eskel.
I know, son.
And if I was ever a burden.
What? Geralt! You need to see this.
Come take a look at this cliche.
Steady your legs and breathe, damn it! You're panting like a dying mammoth.
Guess it takes a village of witchers to raise a Ciri. Okay, seriously, I do not understand this one. What are you supposed to do? Oh, okay.
Stay calm, girl.
Well, this one looks relatively easy compared to the other two. Nah. My afraid of heights ass would not like this at all. They make me proud, girl. You dare not fail in front of new daddy. And she promptly fails. Oh. Yeah, she's really got balls now. Big brass ones. Actually, probably iron, but you know what I mean. That's alright. Falling at that last little bit, I mean, seriously, does that even count as falling? Just looks down and says, do it again, but don't fuck up this time.
So close.
You have committed treason against one of our own.
Off with his head.
Tisea's pet survived fire magic, survived imprisonment by Nilfgaard, survived capture by elves, and now returns to these hallowed halls unscathed? And we're to unquestioningly believe that she's here with good intentions.
Being blinded by your bigotry, dude.
She is the enemy? I don't know. Do you? If you claim to want to defend the Brotherhood, as Yuzo vociferously did before Sudden, then you must also be willing to defend it from threats inside these walls.
He is, like you. You are a threat inside these walls, dude.
We have no other choice.
Are they gonna banish
For your
Yennefer?
innocence, she will have to kill the Nilfgaardian prisoner.
Is this Silkfoot's talking or you?
The hero kills the enemy.
Which will prove what?
That you are not a spy!
Or that I am a killer! I'd be gift wrapping yet another reason for Stregobor to vilify me!
Then tell them the truth.
What?
That you burned yourself out. She knows.
You are not a threat because you have lost your magic.
For a month, I've searched the continent, trying every herb, every potion, every spell, to get back what I had. What I deserve. Tell me how to save myself. I cannot.
believe you!
What is lost is lost.
Without it, I'm nothing.
That's not true.
From the moment we met, you have been trying to fill a void. Power couldn't do it, even when you had it at your fingertips. What makes you think it's the answer now?
Because it's all I have left!
Yennefer, what's special about you has always been this.
When a witcher cracks his skull, all we need do is stick him in a cot and fill him with Veritum, Spurge, and Hawthorn. Chances are, he'll survive. You do not have that luxury.
You said we catch fear. That you have to face it and mustn't just give up.
Yeah, but you don't run into things blindly like an idiot either.
But you have to train first.
I want to be a great fighter. And
Great
not just
fighters
against
start
sacks of straw.
small. What do you think he started against? This one, long time have I watched. Always his mind, his eyes on the future. Never on what he was doing. On where he was. What'd you just notice, dude? Are those roots from the Leshy? Or another Leshy? Oh, dude. Her grandmother stole. Or whatever it is. I assume it's a stole.
That strange feeling that you get like
Now, what
someone's
was that
coming
all
after
about?
you. If you were to follow that feeling.
Definitely looked like the Leshy again. Center of it all.
What?
Okay, the woods is a pretty broad thing. Which woods?
What do you think we'll
What
find?
part of which woods? It's the Leshy.
It's missing a hand.
It's Eskel's Leshy.
Hold on. At least talk to it first. Hey, just like in our dream. Alrighty. That was unexpected. What the hell are you?
Run!
Ow. Hey Ciri, it's probably time for you to use some of that unfathomable power you've got. And it's like right there. I have no idea what this monster is supposed to be. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in folklore. Magic. Use your magic. It almost seemed like it wasn't going to hurt her. That's weird. Like, for a second there, it looked like it was going to ask her something. Maybe it's just a really persistent Amway salesman.
Less than perfect means death.
Sir Laszlo will be proud.
So what, they can basically use her as like a monster radar? Is that what Geralt figured out? Yennefer, just admit that you can't use magic anymore.
Can you at least tell me what purpose my death serves now?
Absolution.
Mine.
Mine.
We thank the Northern Kingdoms for their generous contribution honoring our fallen. May it stand forever on the hill!
I love the one king doing the little golf clap.
Let's try.
Yeah, fuck you, Stregobor.
She was summoned away this morning.
My advisor Dijkstra says she's worth keeping an eye on.
They all are these days.
Hmm.
Our most trusted advisors are becoming less and less trustworthy.
No, great. And that's the way it goes, though. If you have a power that someone else can't control, they will either covet it or seek to destroy it. Once they realize they can't have it.
We must unite again against a common enemy.
Alright, what's about to happen? Because this doesn't feel like this is going to go the way they expect. I would hate to have to do this. Mainly because I'd be afraid of, like, cocking it up and causing undue suffering.
Simply say the words.
So Baba Yaga took her power from... Wait, no, because she said that she had felt it from before, so... She burned herself out from the fire magic, but Baba Yaga has the power to give it back. Well, if you're gonna strike, strike true. Holy shit, she almost kind of even has the symbol of Nilfgaard on her necklace. I've never noticed that before. I gotta hand it to dude. Cahir is a brave motherfucker. I don't think I would be sitting there waiting for someone to chop my head off with that much boldness. Whoa, for real? Yennefer, for real?
Come on then.
What? Why?
Save me. Don't flatter yourself. I'm saving me.
What the actual fucking fuck? I did not see that coming at all. What the hell does this mean? So now that fuck Stregobor looks like a goddamn prophet. So I'm assuming Yennefer is taking him and she's heading to Cintra and he's like her in there. That's what I'm guessing, but like, I just don't get it. It seems to me that there were far, far better options for her than to do this. So I'm super fucking confused right now. So everyone's basically being manipulated by Baba Yaga at this point. And I'm wondering how far up the chain it goes with her. Like, is she also the one manipulating the White Flame? Is the White Flame manipulating her? Are they both being manipulated by something else? What the fuck? Yeah, that ending came out of nowhere for me. I mean, like I could have foreseen her just like refusing to do it, or I thought maybe she might go, okay, Baba Yaga, yes, I'll ask for your help, and suddenly be filled with power again, and I don't know, maybe like just portal out of there or something. I was imagining a lot of possible scenarios. I did not, in any of them, see her freeing Cahir and running off with him. I'm stunned. So she basically just completely threw a monkey wrench in Tissaia and Vilgefortz's plans. because they look like idiots now. And Stregobor's more powerful than ever now because he looks like he was completely right on the money and on the ball, and everyone's gonna want to listen to him now. And Yen, why does she always do shit like this, man? The stuff with Ciri I pretty much already covered during the reaction. You know, all I can really see from this is that they're basically gonna figured out that they can use her power to help them locate monsters and be more proactive, I guess. I'm glad to see that the other Witchers appear to be finally sort of embracing her rather than, you know, having that weird, like, resentment of her, especially coming from Lambert. I'm glad to see that's burning off and she's proving herself to them. And, you know, I still think she needs to freaking calm the hell down a little bit and be more patient in her training. No, you know, the old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. A great fighter doesn't just instantly materialize with, you know, barely any training. There's a lot of training that goes into learning how to fight properly, and especially with weapons. You know, there's a lot of training that goes into learning how to fight with them because they have to become extensions of you, and it takes forever for that to even happen, for you to get the awareness of where the blade is in relation to your body and, you know, all the different parts of you moving through space so you don't end up hurting yourself, for one thing. You know, that takes fucking forever. And actually getting technique down and everything else, that takes a long time. And Ciri seems to want to have all knowledge instantaneously, and, you know, unless this world is somehow the Matrix, that's just not something she can do. She can't just download a program on how to fight. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below. As always, use spoilers and space to protect me and your fellow viewers who may not be as far along as you are. And just make sure to mention what exactly you're spoiling, whether it's the show and you know, up to what point, and whether it's the book and up to what point, or books I should say. Really appreciate it. Just helps to keep these reactions nice and fresh and real, because, like, you know, had someone spoiled any of that for me, I would have basically just been sitting there with no reaction at all, pretty much. You know, I'm not one of those people who can fake. I mean, I guess I probably could. I did used to act, so if I really wanted to, I probably could. But I don't like faking things. To me, it's basically like lying, and I hate lying. And so I prefer to, you know, do what I do, which is just to have whatever reaction I'm really having at that moment. And I would like to think that you guys like to see reactions like that too. I was watching a reaction the other day where it was, I know it's a tangent. I'm prone to those. If you're new here, welcome.
You'll get used to it.
But, you know, I saw another reactor who was watching Arcane, and she was having some insights that were a little... She was having too many really, really, really good insights. You know what I mean? Like, it made me feel like she had read material or seen material ahead of time. And, you know, I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to just accuse somebody, because I could be wrong. So, you know, there are definitely people who are just that observant, I guess. But, like, some of them didn't seem like insights you could have without prior knowledge. But she was definitely acting as if she had no prior knowledge. And I just kept feeling like, I don't know, like she was putting on an act. And, you know, that's hopefully something you never get a feeling from me, because that's just not something I do. If I've seen something already, I usually won't even react to it. That's why you guys aren't getting reactions to Attack on Titan, because I had already seen the first 2 seasons and already read, I think, the material all the way up to what probably covers the end of the 3rd season, maybe even part of the 4th. Because, yeah, actually, I know for a fact that at least part of the 4th, because I saw a news article talking about the death of a certain character, and I definitely remember reading that, being broken up about it. So yeah, so that's why I don't react to that, because you're not going to get a fresh reaction from me on that, because I already know what's coming. A large part of how I react to things is my reaction to the surprise of a show. That's why I'm such a big, you know, that's why I talk so much about, you know, being careful with spoilers, because knowing what's coming will sap 80 to 90% of the value of a reaction from me, you know, just well. Anyway, tangent done.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Like I said, let me know what you guys thought though. And do me a favor as always, Do your best to stay safe, to be well. Don't go freeing any Nilfgaardians and running off on a horse. And I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
A new generation of ninjas face off to become the next American Ninja Warrior Jr. Oh my! Oh, this is gonna be amazing!
Any other girl can look up to me and say, I can do that too.
He's going now. Wow! Fast link! Oh, wow! What a race! The greatest we've seen!
These kids are coming out of the gate hot.
Uh-oh, here we go!